Today we will be learning about the Japanese art called Notan. Notan is a Japanese word which literally means light, dark, harmony. Artists use Notan studies to explore different arrangements of light and dark. It is working with something called positive and negative space. Positive space is the areas where the subject is positioned. Negative space is the area surrounding or around the subject. Or in other words, positive space is the main focus and negative space is the background. We will start by taking a black square piece of paper. Then we are going to be drawing shapes to cut out. First, you want to start with a pencil to draw your shape. It can be wiggly and wobbly, it can be a heart shape, a diamond shape. It is up to you. Once you cut the shape out, you will want to fit it like a puzzle and flip it. Fit and flip to make sure it is on the right side of your square. Then you can draw another shape or the same one as before. Cut it out, and then you will fit and flip again. You will do the same thing around all four sides of your square. Notice how I fit and flip to ensure that I have my pieces going the right way. Now it's time to glue on your pieces. I suggest using a glue stick instead of a glue bottle. You'll want to glue using the table and not gluing right on your project. That will help not get extra glue on your paper where you don't want it to be. Then you're going to line it up with all four corners of your design. After you glue in the center, you'll glue on the sides. It's very important to glue the center first. If you get a little confused about any piece, remember you can always fit it and flip it again before you glue it on. It's like a puzzle. Then you'll want to give it a back rub once all of your pieces have been glued on to make sure they all stick. Stop. Make sure that you don't do these two things. We do not want to cut the corner of our black paper. Make sure you're cutting on the sides, not the corners, because when you cut the corner, it doesn't really line up very well. We also don't want to cut clear across our black paper from one side to the other. So don't make a river across your whole page and cut from one side to the other, because that's not going to work very well either. An additional option that you have is to find an object to trace. If you'd like something like a circle to trace around, just ask me and raise your hand. That way I can bring you something that would be great to use to trace with. On this one, I decided to use circles to trace my shapes. In this example, I draw a heart shape. So you'll need to draw half of the heart. Then, when you cut it out, it's going to complete the heart when you fit and flip it. You might want to use that same piece to trace on each side so that you get the same size and shape heart every time. So I'm using the piece I cut out first. In this one, I'm about to double the shapes. So if you do your first shapes, you can actually do another shape inside and then flip it back inwards to your square. That makes things super interesting and adds another layer of interest to your artwork. Then just use that same piece again to trace on all of your outside pieces so that they all end up the same shape. Unless you want them different, then that's okay too.